get some form of uniform acceptance of Balustrade certification would land us here today in Melbourne, literally land us here today in Melbourne. Firstly, I would like to echo Joe and Patrizia's acknowledgements and thanks for everyone for attending and showing their commitment to this industry. It makes our 2 a.m. wake up to a cancelled flight all the more exciting. It is a special day for me, but it's a special day for us. Not just because it's my birthday, thanks again for the reminder, but also because today is the first day that this industry has taken a significant step in becoming such a wiser and more powerful industry. Many of us in this room have known for a long time that we are up against non-compliant and not fit for purpose and unsafe products, as well as practices in this country. We have struggled with contradictory and complex regulations between all states and a very confusing certification process. What one certifier requires us to do on one job is completely different on the job before it and the job after it. We have despaired at the cheap imported products that aren't fit for purpose, the backyard contractors who aren't properly licensed or trained, and then one day this could result in a loss of life. And those who are most at risk is the loss of our children. Last year we had a Queensland glazing business which had their licence stripped and criminal proceedings are allegedly being investigated to proceed. This knowledge is not insider knowledge, it is clearly available online, and it is alongside the fire cladding issues that we're having today. We are now stronger, we are now wiser, because we have all come together as an industry association to actively engage with government, regulators and industry skill bodies. We welcome the overhaul of our industry with our training and acceleration standards, accreditation standards, and we really do thank you for coming, Commissioner Cosman. I will sleep better tonight knowing that we have all made a stand together and we will make a difference. But whilst there are unsafe balustrades and balconies out there, we all sleep with this current nightmare of a deadly failure in our construction industry. What has happened on this cladding industry on an international scale could happen within the balustrade industry, and if not checked, will only compound and continue to happen in the future. The core issues of these construction solutions are very similar. For those of you who attended our forum, I'd like to now share the same story that I shared in that forum of what could happen. Picture yourself checking out of an apartment around the 20th story of a high-rise with a lovely balcony with some glass balustrades. That night, a cleaner comes in and cleans the room, and the room remains vacant. During the night, a glass panel happens to break, shatter, and fall away out of the frame. The broken glass does fall, but it falls into a garden, so no one reports the glass as broken, and the room is untenanted, so no one realises that the glass panel has fallen out. The next morning, a young family checks in with 2 young kids. The parents open the door, and the first thing the kids do is run straight up to that balcony. Now, those kids slip on the broken glasses on the balcony floor and go millimetres from falling off that edge. This is a very real situation that could potentially happen, and what would happen is that glass would then get replaced with the exact same glass that came out, so that potential to happen again. The reason I tell you this story is not to frighten you, but ask you to take that survey under your seat very seriously and consider the balustrades that near misses that are going unreported that are happening right now that we do not even know about. I ask you all to support the New Balustrade Association and do what you can to help us extend our influence throughout the country. Spread the word and help us pivot back to a feeling of safety so that your children can play on the balcony. Again, thank you for joining us today, and if you have any questions for Patrizia or myself, please fire away, but please tell us who you are and where you are from. Thank you.